Excellencies, dear friends and members of the Coalition. Let me first express my gratitude to UNESCO World Water Assessment Programme for convening this important event and for initiating the Multistakeholder Coalition. I would also like to extend my appreciation to Asociación Nacional de Entidades de Agua y Saneamiento de México for generously hosting it. I very much regret not being able to join you in person. Now let me explain what motivated Slovenia to join the Multi-Stakeholder Coalition and to actively engage in its work. Both water and gender equality are among our foreign policy priorities. We saw that there is a need for transformative action to address the persistent gender inequality in the water domain. We found the blueprint for this transformative action in the position paper and its call to action to accelerate gender equality in the water domain, prepared and launched by UNESCO WWAP, together with the Multi-Stakeholder Coalition in 2021. This call clearly states what actions must be taken by governments and other relevant actors to overcome the gaps and achieve gender equality. The second thing that convinced us to join the coalition was the fact that it is a multi-stakeholder coalition. Governments are in the lead when it comes to securing water for people, economy, and nature. However, they cannot do it alone, nor should they. Coalition forms a diverse community of international and regional organizations, funding agencies, ODAs, international local NGOs, private sector, civil society, foundation, and academia. This multiplies its members' individual efforts through a mutually learning process and joint action. It amplifies visibility and advocacy. There is yet another reason why we joined this coalition. There is a clear vision, and there is a focus on taking action. We have co-developed a roadmap to 2030 with a plan of action. At the UN 2023 Water Conference in March in New York, the Coalition submitted its voluntary commitment for the Water Action Agenda. This commitment consists of 5 game changers based on the findings of a thorough and comprehensive analysis conducted by UNESCO WWAP. These game changers are including gender equality principles in funding, narrowing the persistent gap between policy and practice, fostering women's leadership, countering social norms and stereotypes, and implementing the collection, analysis, and use of sex-desegregated water data. The great motivational power of this coalition is reflected in the set of inspiring voluntary commitments by its members from around the globe. Several were presented at the coalition side event at the UN Water Conference. The Community of Practice digital platform is being developed with the support of my government to facilitate knowledge and experience sharing and cooperation between the members of the coalition. Active communication and advocacy campaigns are ongoing in key international events. We know well how crucially important collecting sex-desegregated data is if we want to introduce gender-responsive policy. It is wonderful to see that with the assistance of ANEAS, the UNESCO WWAP toolkit on water and gender is now available in Spanish and will be presented later today. Many practitioners who have used the toolkit in their work on the ground attest to its immense value. The next 3 days are dedicated to learning, brainstorming, and programming for the future work of the coalition. I am confident that as a result, this coalition will emerge stronger, wiser, and energized. Let me finish by restating the commitment of Slovenia, of our first female president of the Republic, of our first female speaker of the parliament, and our first female minister of foreign affairs, to continue to strive for gender equality in the water domain and in all other domains. Muchísimas gracias.